Hello Warriors, it's DeCrans here, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys how to draw a cylinder and kind of talk through this project a little bit. So let's get started. So to start out with right here, I got a sheet of paper, and before you even get started drawing anything, you want to think about what you want to draw. So if I'm going to draw, I don't know, say like a layered cake, some robot cylinders, some missiles, you know, or even just cans. I'm going to figure out what I want to draw and kind of think about where I want to put things. Because to get the points for a good use of space, you want to make it feel like it's centered. Like if this picture was like a picture frame right around this thing, like everything would be where you'd want it to be. You make it look like you intended to be there. If you just draw a bunch of stuff on one side, don't have much on the other side, it'll look like it's off balance, like you didn't plan it out. So you just want to make it seem like you planned it out, or you have things where they are intentionally. This is where you decided to put them. So I'm going to start out with, and I'm just going to draw some basic cans and cups. So I'm going to draw just simple rectangles. Rectangles are squares, and I'm going to draw a cylinder kind of right in the middle, right here, which I'll kind of walk you guys through how to do it. So I got a rectangle, and I'm just drawing very light. I'm not using a ruler. You don't need to use a ruler. If you want to use one, you can, but you don't have to use a ruler. It's kind of a light little rectangle right there. And you know what? I think I'm gonna have a cylinder kind of in front of that. So just try another one right here. This one will be on its side. Maybe this one will be a little longer. Then I'll have one back here. And I'll do one over here. Again, very light. And I'll draw one more kind of up here on the side. Okay, so then you kind of have like a rough sketch of where you want to put things and kind of think about what you're going to do. Then you can actually start drawing your kind of like your cylinders. So the first thing is, and look at this, I'll draw this cylinder here first. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go and right here in the top line, and the very top of it in the center, I'm going to draw a little line going down. And then what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go draw a curved line that curves to that line I just drew. So it curves all the way to that line and curves the line over here. So it's just a nice little curved line going all the way around. So now we have that curved line. I'm going to go into the center where I just drew that line up, and I'm going to draw a line up. So I have a line going down and a line going up, and they're about the same distance. So it's the same distance from the center to the bottom, it's the same distance from the center to the top. And now I'm just going to draw a curved line again. Just really simple, just a nice little curved line. And if you can't tell, it's making an oval. All the way around. Nice little oval. So that's the top part. And then going down, you got the very bottom. And I'm going to draw a little line with the same distance from the center to the bottom, the same distance from the center to the bottom down here. And I'm just going to curve the line all the way around. Just curve it so it touches that. And curve it so it touches this other one over here. Just a nice curve of the line. And then that's kind of the start of your cylinder. You can erase the lines in the middle, you don't need them anymore. So pretty simple. I'm going to do the same thing here on the side. This one's going to be going, this one goes sideways. And so I'm going to draw a little line, kind of right through it, same distance from here to here, here to here. And then I'll curve the line around, make it a nice little oval. Curving around the other side. That's your oval. Then on the very back side, right in the center, I'm going to make a little line going down. Same distance from here to here. From here to here. Just make a nice little curved line. And then you can go through and you can erase the middle part because you don't need that anymore. And you can erase this little line on here. So now you have two little ovals. And I started out drawing really light, but then as I kind of get things the way I want them, I can just draw a little bit darker. See, usually that's called draw it light till you get it right. So now that's pretty much it. I'll have this one, you know what, this one be more like a hockey puck type shape. So I'll go right in the middle. And I'll draw a nice curved line all the way. One side to the other side. And I keep the curved line going all the way around. And I'll do the same thing on the very bottom. Line going up and down. And just kind of make a curved line. All the way around. And then you can erase the line on the bottom. Erase line on top. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just make this one a simple. Got a line going up on the top, onto the bottom. And it's going to curve it all the way around. Make a nice little oval. And in the very bottom, you're not going to quite see it because it's right behind here, but you're going to have a curve. If you did see it, you would see a little line going like this. And you draw the line there, but I'm drawing really light. There'd be a nice curve right in the little bottom. So I'll kind of curve down. But you can erase that because it's behind it. You're not going to see it. And then for this one over here, I think I'm going to make a bottle. So to make a bottle, what I'm going to do is make a little rectangle on top of this rectangle. And then do the same thing where I have a little line going up and down. And I'll make a curve. For a little oval. And if there's an imaginary line going straight up and down through the bottle, at the very bottom I'm going to go from the same length from here to here, same length from here to here, and just make a little curved line. Now if I want to make this into like a bottle shape, then I'll just kind of curve it right into the very bottom. And you can erase the other parts you're not going to need anymore. So there you have, you have like, you know, your starting of your 5 cylinders. So that's like the first part. The second part is like, now how would you go about decorating and putting things on these cylinders? Well, that's a good question, and I'll show you. So what we're going to use is called the same curve method. So the same curve is really just parallel curves. So imagine there's parallel curves to go all the way up and down. I'll draw these light because I'm going to erase most of them. All the way up and down the cylinder. And they're just parallel to the curve on the very top and the curve on the very bottom. And now any like lids you have on there, any signs, any words, stripes, they're all going to match the same curve. It goes all the way up and all the way down. The cylinder. So now imagine like if this had a lid on it, right? If this had this thing on a lid, the lid would match the same curve as the top. And then you could draw, I'll draw some lines stripping down for my lid. Say if you're going to have a label on this, then the label match the same curve as the curve on the cylinder. Let's say you're going to have some words. The words in the lettering are going to go straight up and down, but the top of the words, the top of the lettering or numbers would all go to the same curve. So if I had some words, all right. The very top and the very bottom to match up that same curve. So, you know, it's kind of how you got to get started. The same curve method. Everything's matching the same curve. Say for this bottle over here, you know, I'd have the same thing. You imagine this parallel curve going all the way up and down the entire bottle. So if there's like a label on this bottle, it'd match the same curve going parallel to the top and to the bottom. Of the bottle. Maybe there's some liquid in the bottle. You might even see the top for this is a glass bottle. I see the top and the bottom of any liquid in it. If it was glass, you'd probably see the back side of it a little bit too, but it'd be a little lighter. Be like darker, more crisp because closer to you, but maybe a little lighter in the very back. Maybe there's a bottle on this one, so you can just draw a little bottle that matches the same curve. And then any words on here, their lettering, would all match the same curve. I don't know. What is this? This is just stuff. And then the lettering's all matching to the very bottom of the same curve, to the very top of the same curve. Maybe it's got some like weird little logo up here, whatever's in that, whatever the stuff. I don't know. But like you gotta get the idea though. It's like, you know, it's just like happy little curves. And then everything kind of matches, it goes parallel to the curve or whatever you have on it. Maybe this is like a can of like tuna fish or something. I have the little can. Okay, there's a little bottle opener on the can. I'd have like, you know, a little label then. Label would match the same curve. And if you have some wording on here, the top and the bottom of the words would match the same curve. So you kind of get the idea. So that's kind of how how it works. You know, make this like little, maybe this is a little candle. Be whatever you want it to be. Some wax dripping off it. Heck, no. This could be like a giant marker. Put a cap on it. Word lettering. But you kind of get the idea. So that's the first part. It's kind of thing where you want your cans, what you wanna draw.